Scam. Scam them all.
So, karma is our word for today, and boy oh boy did Santa came early this year. I mean, it's just August and he already gave a gift to Logan Paul. And no, he didn't give Logan Paul lots of toys. He was on his naughty list, so he gave the most appropriate gift. Lots of lawsuits. And specifically 8 lawsuits against Prime, so let's blast through them, shall we? And don't worry, I'll explain every lawsuit in just a few sentences. So the first lawsuit is Castillo versus Prime Hydration. So Elizabeth Castillo basically accused Prime of having PFAS, known as forever chemicals, in their drink. So the second lawsuit is Cesar Baccarella versus Prime Hydration. So he basically sued Prime for the trademark infringement because he has a sports line brownies called Prime Bites. So the third lawsuit is High-Tech Pharmaceuticals versus Prime Hydration. So they are suing Prime basically again because of the word Prime again. They really don't want Logan Paul and KSI using the word Prime. Fourth lawsuit is Kennedy versus Prime Hydration. So they sued Prime for falsely advertising their product, labeling it as safe for kids. Kinda like Mr. Beast's Feastables, so Mr. Beast could potentially face the same lawsuit. So the fifth lawsuit is Prud'Homme versus Prime Hydration. This one, Prime is accused of mislabeling the caffeine content on their drinks. Sixth lawsuit, Refresco Beverages US versus Congo Brands and Prime Hydration. So basically, they're suing because of not meeting the minimum requirements of orders and cutting ties when the sales are cratered. Seventh lawsuit, Shante Heaven versus Prime Hydration. So they're suing Prime because of wiretapping and accusing them of using Meta and Google to eavesdrop on users? Yeah, I don't know about that. So the eighth lawsuit is the US Olympic and Paralympic Committee versus Prime Hydration, and this is a big one. So the Olympics decided to sue them for copyright from this packaging. Oops, sorry, there's a ninth lawsuit. Because Imaine Khalif, the misgendered Olympic gold medalist, also named Logan Paul in her cyberbullying lawsuit. Oh, damn. Well, at least he's not alone. He's on there with Elon Musk and JK Rowling. And I just gotta share this golden article that I found during the Imaine Khalif situation. So they said that Logan Paul has slammed the Olympics controversy as the purest form of evil. If anyone knows evil, it's Logan Paul. Now, I don't know if I myself would be happy to read that article about me, because they basically said that Logan Paul is evil incarnate. Then if anyone knows about being evil, it would be him. Because he's super evil, right? So he should know all about being evil. Oh, sorry, we're not done. There are also lawsuits coming in from the scammed investors of CryptoZoo.
This is not the only suit that Logan Paul is in related to the crypto scheme. He's currently facing other lawsuits related to the nature of that, and it seemed to me that a lot of those allegations are going to be deleterious for the litigation that he's in outside of this particular case.
And all of that accumulated into a whopping $68 million worth of lawsuits. Golly, all of his sins are crashing down on him. Like, I don't know if this is his official downfall, probably not, but this is a monumental hurdle for him. And I believe in karma, and I think the karma started manifesting when Logan Paul decided to go on the attack and sue Mr. Coffeezilla for defamation. So let's try and help Mr. Coffeezilla, shall we? Because he ran into some financial issues and now Mr. Coffeezilla is selling merchandise to cover his legal costs. Now, I'm not really a rich guy, but I was planning to buy a shirt because, not gonna lie, these shirts are fire, especially the I used to like Coffeezilla design. But upon checking the shipping cost, the shipping fee is almost the same cost of one shirt because I live far away from the US, so that made it hard for me to buy one. But perhaps making this video will help in any sort of way. Now, I know I'm not really a huge channel, probably no influence whatsoever, but I hope this video will help even just a tiny bit. Because I don't want to get to the bad ending where the rich bad guy wins by silencing the good guy that genuinely just wants to help expose some of the not good people in the world. So what is going on? So let me summarize what has happened up to now. So by now, I think we all know the man, the myth, the legend with the capital L, Logan Paul, is suing Coffeezilla for defamation. But initially we thought that that is for his 3-part series of CryptoZoo, but apparently it's not the case. Logan Paul is suing because of 2 videos and 1 tweet about Mr. Coffeezilla trying to get the scammed investors of CryptoZoo their money back. In Logan Paul's lawsuit also states that Mr. Coffeezilla had the intention to harm his very awesome reputation by calling him a scammer. Which is also not the case, because before Mr. Coffeezilla exposed the CryptoZoo scam, he's already been called a scammer from his previous projects, and Dink Doink is one of the most recent examples before CryptoZoo. So I'll let Mr. Coffeezilla explain even further.
This lawsuit is not about Logan Paul getting defamed. Instead, this is about him trying to dodge accountability, victims, and blame anyone but himself for his problems, especially me. This lawsuit says Logan Paul wants to hold me accountable for my actions. But what actions are those? Holding him accountable? It's ironic because his lawyers claim Logan has learned to believe in the importance of accountability. But accountability for who? Currently, Logan is fighting the victims of CryptoZoo in court, and now he's fighting the journalist who exposed him in the first place.
But you know what's goated in Mr. Coffeezilla's video? It's this part right here, where Logan Paul is doing the exact same thing when he first got exposed with CryptoZoo, on where he's talking absolute trash to Coffeezilla and then running away saying sorry, praising the shit out of him.
Logan's 5 lawyers tried to discredit me as a journalist. They paint me as someone who wanted money. They say I had a false and malicious narrative. But you know who doesn't believe that? You know who secretly praises me behind the scenes?
This journalist, YouTuber, crypto uncoverer guy named Coffeezilla, who's incredible, by the way. A very thorough, good-hearted, smart guy, did a deep dive into this project that I attempted to make called CryptoZoo.
That's right, it's Logan Paul.
Oh, and this clip is also iconic.
These internet journalists, internet investigative reporters have way too much responsibility on their hands that is being mismanaged and wielded in a really inappropriate way.
It's honestly funny to watch this guy whine about his problems, which you can barely hear over what sounds like a private jet.
Do you know what that reminds me of? It reminds me of the scene of Woody Harrelson in Zombieland, in where he is crying and wiping his tears with stacks of cash.
I haven't cried like that since Titanic.
But with Logan Paul, he's calling the ambulance, whining about his problems while inside a private jet. That's a different kind of delusion, max level apathy. Now this actually echoes the same statement from Mr. Coffeezilla's lawyer Mark Bankston, that this is a classic slap suit where a lawsuit is used to silence someone.
I mean, look, you can look at this suit and it has all of the hallmarks of a classic slap suit. There's not a single person on this planet who can look at the situation and say that Coffeezilla knew and intended to tell lies about Logan Paul. You know, I think I knew it before he became my client. I think I know it way more now. If there's something that man cares about, it's the truth. He is devoted to that principle, like very few journalists that I see today. This case really presents a David and Goliath type problem. You look at somebody like Coffeezilla, yes, he has a lot of YouTube subscribers. I mean, I'm sure he makes money. You know, I'm sure he does fine. He's not anywhere near the capacity of his opponent. I mean, his opponent has an unlimited war chest to come at him and could essentially use this suit to drive him off the internet. We're not going to let that happen.
Yeah, this is again a huge, humongous L for Logan Paul, because he is essentially just doing this just to get the huge stain, which is CryptoZoo, wiped from his name. Now unfortunately, Mr. Coffeezilla had an unlucky set of circumstances blocking his way, because as it turns out, his insurance essentially scammed him out of $1 million.
We should have been covered up to $1 million for this lawsuit against Logan Paul because we have what's called media insurance or errors and omissions insurance. The reason I got this is because of defamation lawsuits, especially if you're going to do original reporting on very rich people and accuse them of things like scamming. You know, people don't take too kindly to that.
Because the insurance company Mr. Coffeezilla subscribed to said last minute that they won't cover the lawsuit, specifically defamation lawsuits.
In the fine print of our policy, your new policy, we've excluded ourselves from defamation claims.
So now Mr. Coffeezilla is selling merchandise to cover his legal costs, but I really hope that he is all good on this case because based on his past videos, he is supported by some of the largest creators on YouTube, especially Mr. Murahar from Some Ordinary Gamers and Mr. Charlie from Penguin Z0. But I do believe that if worse comes to worse, there will be many huge creators that will be in support of Mr. Coffeezilla. But you know, I just wanted to show my support by, you know, doing my due diligence by making this video, even if it does essentially nothing. So please, if you guys want to support Mr. Coffeezilla, please go check out his website, I'll link it down below, where some very lit merch can be found. So if you want to support him, please go buy some shirts if you're in the US, or just watch his videos to get some ad impressions, because I know I'm watching his videos. So wishing Mr. Coffeezilla the best of luck in this lawsuit. So that's all there's to it. Thanks for watching. Bye.